As you all know, each year our club donates in projects in our area that will benefit children. We've received many applications here, 7 applications, all were worthy and deserving. And we decided to fund a project that would be long-lasting and would provide viable benefits year after year. And where we could be a major donator and actually see that something got done. The Nature, Play, and Learning area located in Ole Asheboro Park fit our goal perfectly and will be a model for years to come. We are glad to continue our Kiwanis mission to serve the children and families in the Greensboro area. The Parks and Recreation Department has partnered with the National Learning Initiative, a research and professional development unit at the College of Design at North Carolina State University to design the project. And they expect this project to be completed by this fall. So this is our major project, major donation, $30,000 to Greensboro Parks and Recreation. And it's my privilege today to introduce Vonda Martin today, Parks Planner from the Parks and Recreation Department, City of Greensboro. So let's all welcome Vonda.
All right, so I got the memo about the mic, so everybody's good? You can hear me okay? All right, great. It's a tough crowd. I don't want to get involved in that part of it. So thank you for having me. Again, my name is Vonda Martin, and I'm the park planner for the City of Greensboro. And on behalf of the City of Greensboro and the Parks and Recreation Department and our Friends Foundation, I'm honored to be with you today. Even more honored that you guys invested with the city and with the Parks and Recreation Department to fund this project, which we are very excited about. So we'll talk a little bit about the history of how Ole Asheboro Park came to be, give you talk a little bit about our connections and partnerships, and also talk to you a little bit about the project timeline. So I'm really bad. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, I can take it off? All right. Standing in one place is not my forte. If you're in Parks and Recreation, then you understand that a little bit better. All right, great. Okay, I'm gonna stand right here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, I'm gonna stand right here. All right, so a little bit about the park background. In 2006, the city partnered with the Piedmont Land Conservancy to accept a 1.3-acre land donation from the Heggie family. And so in the first phase, we put in the pathways and the rock wall and the landscaping. And then we were so excited last year, we finally got some height in the park with the shade sail structure. So you guys have been, how many people have been by Arlington and Westgate City Boulevard? Cute, cute little site. So we were so excited that we finally got some height. We had some art sculptures donated by the Bernstein family. And then we put in the shade sail and benches and some other site amenities. And then all of a sudden, we got engulfed by Union Square campus and the New Zion Missionary Baptist Church development. So, but what that has, the position that has put us in though, is that we are now a centerpiece, and we will be sharing your project that you invested with us in the centerpiece. So the nature play area, you can see if you're familiar with the park, the pathways are closer to the road, and the nature play and learning area will be tucked back in the lower corner. So to make sure that we took care of your investment, we pulled out all the stops and partnered with the Natural Learning Initiative at NC State. And so we are starting to work on the pathways part of the design. And so the Ole Asheboro Park, from the last picture, the lawn area is up top, and then in the corner, we have started working through our pathways design. So that's just a little bit about the start. If you're familiar with the site, the New Zion has put a parking lot, a large parking lot down in this area, and then Union Square campus is over here. So an actual sidewalk connection will connect the parking lot from the New Zion development all the way through Asheboro Park to Union Square campus. So we don't mind, we as Parks and Recreation folk, we don't mind being in the center, and so we're so excited that we can bring you guys along with us. So in February, we submitted a proposal to the Kiwanis Club, and we were elated to find out in May, and are elated to be here today, that we were accepted as one of the projects. So this is a great opportunity to say thank you, and a big thank you for making this project possible. So just a little bit, you may say, well, Wanda, what is a nature, play, and learning area? And one of the things that we refer to, there's probably a lot of you in this room, and we were all free-range kids, right? So it's a little bit frustrating now that we have to design nature so that the new generations can interact with it and have all the fun that we had when we were kids and young adults. So if you had a mystique in your mind of what it might look like, so these are just some examples that we have pulled from other resources of some of the examples that could be in our nature, play, and learning area. So the site has been transformed due to a lot of help, and you'll hear throughout some of the conversations that we have about this site. You heard mentioned partnerships, so Piedmont Land Conservancy, the Heggie family, the Friends Foundation that accepted your project, our project, we'll just call it our project now since it's all our project. They accepted the agreement with NLI and the Kiwanis Club to hold this project for us. Our Specialized Park Services internal department has prepped the site, and so we're trying to put as much facility on the ground as we can so that families and children in Greensboro have the opportunity to experience this. So I wanted to keep it short. Just to let you know, we held a stakeholders meeting of which Preston and Bob attended when NLI came in and we started the discussions of the project. And so it was a great meeting. There was a lot of passion in the room, so it was a wide variety of stakeholders that came in and assisted. We're currently working on the plan and have the pathways plan in place, and we'll be making some more progress, but we should finalize the design sometime in August. And then we have hopes of our goal is to have the grand opening during the week of Take a Child Outside, which is an annual event they call it tacos, so we'll probably serve tacos. I'm kidding. Take a Child Outside week. And so, but if we can't meet that goal, that's going to be our big goal to try to make it happen by then. But definitely we will have a grand opening in the fall. So thanks again for having us. I'm going to introduce our Parks and Recreation Director, Wade Walcott, and let him share the introductions of the staff and friends.
Thank you, Vonda. I'll be very brief. I just wanted to say a couple of things on behalf of the department, on behalf of the city. The first word I'd like to articulate is wow. Thank you so much. This is a big deal. And Vonda chose the right word to use. This is an investment. It's an investment for not only children, but it's an investment for Greensboro. So this is a very big deal to all of us. To help represent that, I would just like to recognize some of the folks sitting at the table here. We have Esma Bukteb. She's an intern with our city manager's office. We also have Barbara Harris. She's our interim assistant city manager. We have Anasha McCrae, the deputy director for Parks and Recreation. Carl Brower is our chair for our Parks and Recreation Commission, and Mr. Bob Douglas as president with our Friends Foundation. Also, it just feels as tradition, I recognize the council people that are in the audience today, and one of them happens to be a member, but I just wanted to recognize Mary Kay Abuzawaiter. And I'd like to send greetings on behalf of Jamal Fox. He is the District 2 representative for this area, and he sends his thanks and his regrets for not being able to be in town today. Also, I know Nancy Hoffman, the council person for District 4, is very interested, and she was integral to the part of getting the art pieces in Ole Asheboro. So I wanted to recognize those folks. I also wanted to say, just like the president said, one of the first things that he mentioned today when he spoke was, it's a great day in Greensboro. And it really is. And I mentioned this is an investment. And I thought it was interesting as I sat in the table and I looked at your banner. And it talks about dedicated to changing the world one child and one community at a time. And that's significant. And I think this was meant to be because there's a connection between what that statement is and what our statement is. Because our vision is to become leaders in the community, to build better lives, one life at a time. And we know if we do that enough, we're going to build a better community. That's what we talk about all the time. And the fact that we walk in here today and are recipients of such a generous gift and an investment, and to see that hanging from the ceiling, that's got to be more than a coincidence, in my opinion. So thank you very much. This is going to be a game changer. This is going to be a great park for everyone involved. And we look forward to working together hand in hand in the future. So thank you very much.
Wade and Vonda, the members of this club are very excited about this project. We're so happy that we could help the city in this way, and we're very proud to be associated with you all. And we'd like to present you with this big cardboard check for $30,000 to go towards the expense. Thank you so much.